Hi everybody, this is Dominik Sky. So first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the amazing feedback on the mentorship program. We got so many emails, it's ridiculous. We got altogether 377 emails that people want to know more about this amazing mentorship program. So really, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So here today to tell you a story, a very cool fucking story. And that's the story of the bridge Iron Cross. So it's kind of an unofficial world record. I did an Iron Cross back when I was filming for my video Dominik Sky Next Level. Did an Iron Cross on from a 30-meter bridge without any safety, and I just want to tell you a little bit more about it. So Iron Cross was always my favorite skill. I think it just looks so cool. Like planche, of course, planche is the number one, but the second one, strong second, is Iron Cross, and I always wanted to do it. Sometimes I even trained it twice a day. I still remember at the time I actually had just when I left college to follow my dream. I was working. I had this shitty job. I worked basically in like a factory, and I had like a 5-kilogram gun with which I had to gun nails, and it was just ridiculous, 8 hours. But the job started at noon, so that way I actually did an Iron Cross training before, and then I went to the job, worked with that fucking gun for 5 hours, and then I came back and I did another Iron Cross training. That's how much I want to do an actual Iron Cross. And at the time, and still, I haven't seen actually anybody who would be a heavyweight and holding a perfect cross. I was at the time 90 kilograms, and I even held it with a 5 kilogram on my waist, so kind of the unofficial world record Iron Cross. But then I wanted to take it to the next level, and I always wanted to do it on like a very special environment. I found this bridge, my friends told me about it, I drove there, I was like, yeah, this is fucking perfect. And then my friend had to make me a bar, because the rings were set up in a, you know, the longer the straps, the more difficult it is to balance and everything. And I actually had to use 2 straps. So we had 2 meters and 2.5 meters of straps, then there was a bar, and then another straps down. So it was really unstable, the whole thing. So that made it actually more difficult. And then me and my 2 friends, we come there. I also got a camera guy to come, and we were like, yeah, let's do this thing. And the tricky thing about it is I never actually lowered from Iron Cross to a hang in my life. Like literally never. I never did it, because I always, when I was training, I was doing max hold. I would hold it up to max and then just drop down, because this part is like very difficult for the shoulder. So never actually practice going to hang from Iron Cross. So I went there doing the Iron Cross from fucking 30 meters, not knowing how the fuck I'm gonna stay on the rings. So that was a tricky thing, but I knew it. I have to stay up there. I was so convinced, I was so certain of myself that I'm gonna just hold it and lower down, even though I never actually did it in my life, which was ridiculous when I think about it. But yeah, sometimes I'm just a little bit crazy. And so that was a tricky part. That was the one thing that was going through my mind, but I didn't want to try it with my training, because the camera guy was going and I had like 2 days to prepare. So I really didn't want to try it, because then if something would have happened, it would have compromised my training and my mission. Yeah, but if it happened on the bridge, I would be fucked, truly. But I just had this unbelievable faith, and the fucking 1000% I was sure that I'm gonna make it somehow. And I went there, we go on this bridge. They basically dropped me down using like a climber's rope, and at the end of the rope there was like this long stick, a bar basically, and the rope was attached to that bar, and that's the whole thing. So basically like put this between my legs, then you have to lower it down from fucking 30 meters down. You're looking down and you're really hoping that your friends will actually hold you, because I was a heavy guy, and I was going down to this ledge, and then everything felt okay actually, even though I never did a similar stunt like that. And then I dropped to the rings, and I see, okay, it's very difficult not to rotate, because it's just I had nothing to hold on, and the rings were also moving, so it was pretty difficult to actually turn around like this. And it's so funny, my friends, I told them before we did this stunt, I told them, if you drop me, I'll kill you. I literally told them that. I was like, if you drop me down, I'm gonna probably survive because I'm good. I maybe turn around like a cat and do something, even though it's fucking 30 meters, there was some wires down there, so I probably would have died. But I told him, man, I'm gonna survive, and I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna kick your fucking asses. And those were actually two of my students, so they were strong, but they realized if I say something, then I fucking mean it. So they were really, I think they were actually more scared than me performing this cross. And so yeah, I'm up there. And also the warm-up was very good because you know, when you drive there, we drove for 20 minutes. I did no warm-up for upper body, and I basically would like hold on to the rail and just press down a little bit to get that feeling for the cross. So I basically had no way to warm up, so no time to do that. So I'm basically there hanging, and I have magnesium in my pocket, and I really like holding to that rope, really putting magnesium out, putting it on my hands. Boom, all set. And then the guys, I had to wait for the guys to actually pull that up, and then I'm in the support position. I just lower down and praying to God that the cameraman will actually go back like he's supposed to, and I lower down, and everybody tells you don't look down when you're doing something stupid like that on big heights. And of course that's the first thing I did. So the first thing I lowered down, I was looking down, and then I look up like this, and I'm holding it. And when you hold an iron cross, it's a pretty fucking spectacular feeling every time you do it. But when you're doing it on a fucking bridge, it really feels like something. And I felt fucking like ridiculous feeling, like looking up like this, levitating. I also look down, and I see that I'm on fucking 30 meters, you know. And then I look up again, and then it gets the tricky part. Okay, so how do we lower down without actually falling off? And I didn't have time to think, and I was so concentrated on the hold that didn't even think. And then I couldn't hold it anymore. I just kept pressing down, and I was already in a hang, which I was surprised I could perform. And then I'm basically holding down, I'm into the hang, and I fucking did it, you know. And then the funny thing is, I also want to do the back lever, of course. Why wouldn't you when you're already up there on 30 meters? Then I lift up to inverted hang, and I'm inverted like this, and I just feel my grip is fucking soft as shit. I put 150% of my strength on the cross, and just if I would lower into the back lever, I would fucking fall down. And I was like, okay, no, let's not do the back lever. Lowered back to hang. My friends lowered that thing down, put it under my ass, and then very uncomfortably they had to lower me all the way down, and it was very uncomfortable because you're leaning like backwards, so if something would have gone wrong, I would just fall on my back, which would not be the best scenario. So then they lowered me all the way down. I was kind of a little bit panicking, but then I was down on the ground. I was just like, fuck yeah, man, I fucking did it. It was one of the most incredible moments of my life, and especially because it was Iron Cross and it was such a big height, no safety, no nothing, and I had an amazing shot for my next level video. So that was really something else, you know. And if some of you want to learn the cross, by the way, which is a fantastic skill, a lot of you have been asking me for a tutorial, and it'll come. It's just my main focus is on different areas, and I'll get back to Iron Cross soon enough, and when I will, you'll also get the tutorial. But if some of you out there who truly want to learn a specific skill, it can be the cross, or if you really wanted the planche, you know, or the perfect front lever, anything there is, it's all achievable, it's all doable. I'm telling you this right now. It just takes a specific approach, individual approach, and that I offer in Sky Mentorship Program. So that's your opportunity, possibly the only one, that you get a chance to work with me one-on-one, and we go through your goals, your vision, your dreams, you know, and I work personally with you every week, and you have to send in the videos, you have to train a lot, you know, there's still a lot of work to be done, but you're guided individually towards your goals. And I take personal time out of my schedule, so much time to devote to my students, because I truly want the best for you, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, this is not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. It takes so much out of my time, and it's really it's fucking the best service out there. And I can proudly say that, because when I do something, I go all out, I fucking do it the best way possible. And these mentorship programs that I've created, they're just fucking amazing. All of the students have amazing progress, and a lot of them had injuries before, and now they're training pain-free. John basically felt shoulder pain every day for fucking 4 hours. Every single day he would feel pain in the shoulders, and he was still training. He's an older guy. He's 39 years old, and then he started training with me, and now we're 2 months in. He feels no pain in the shoulders. Because he once mentioned it to me, oh, I felt a little bit of pain. I was like, I'm immediately on it. If we're on a call, if this happens, I immediately want to get into it. Why did you feel the pain in the shoulder? What exactly did you do when you do it? Because we can't afford to have any injuries, you know. So we're really training smart. And he was like, no, it wasn't a big deal. He said it was just during one set. He elevated the shoulder a little bit. But he told me that before he was on the mentorship, before he started training with me, he felt shoulder pain every day. And I was just, man, I'm so happy that we fixed that, you know, because you don't want to fuck around with your shoulders. One of my most difficult moments in my life was when I realized I injured my left shoulder. I'm actually going to show you the clip right now because it's, I never showed it before. It's really... It's painful still to think about it, you know, when I realized that after all these years of training, and then you tear your rotator cuff. I tried a 90-degree push-up and I failed. It was just the most, I realized I've shit the bed, I did something wrong, you know, and ever since then I'm really taking great care of my body. I take care of my mobility. I really take great care that I'm doing the right strength training, that I'm not pushing on ego and trying my max all the time. That's why I'm so knowledgeable, because of that injury and other 100 injuries. But that was the main thing, you know. You need to train in a proper way if you don't want to get injured and if you want to make continuous progress. And it's possible. I'm here right now with a healthy shoulder. I can train. I train every day. I have 6 upper body trainings per week. I feel fucking fantastic. I can see my progress. It's going up and it feels awesome. So if you want this, please write an email for your sake. Write an email at support@dominicsky.net and write, yes, I'm interested in learning more about these amazing mentorship programs. Start training the right way and start fucking now. There's no time to waste, so let's fucking do it. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for your time. Like Tony would say, live strong, live with passion.